Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, July 31, 2024. A very karmic and transformative cycle is upon you. Earlier this month, Jupiter, our great benefic, began his pre-shadow phase in your solar house of privacy, secrets, and the unconscious. Be very careful in the weeks to come so as not to stumble and fall into patterns that are repeating previous habits, especially around affairs or hookups. These could end up being reviewed later in the year, making you realize you need to make big changes down the line. The best thing to do is to calm yourself down, stand in your highest good now, and activate your spirituality. Your thoughts may not translate to your words or actions. It could be challenging to connect with your coworkers as the moon in Gemini squares Mercury in Virgo. You may feel mentally active as you consider new ideas, possibilities, and more. However, talking or acting on these thoughts may not go as planned. Your coworkers could have a hard time understanding what you want to do. Make sure you think before you speak to mitigate the potential for miscommunication and misunderstanding. And be prepared to thoroughly explain your perspective since your coworkers will have questions. It was over the weekend and just as Chiron was turning retrograde in your career sector that the moon not only moved through but for its only visit while the Sun and Venus are in your income sector. This has already created a connection between the two, but it is Venus-friendly aspect to Chiron that begins a process that will continue all week where the link between new income potential and the doors now open to the past professionally is becoming stronger. You can be motivated to achieve a great deal under the influence of today's celestial atmosphere. If you were running on empty recently, this is the boost of fuel that you needed to scale further heights. Resentment can also be an issue during this transit, so keep yourself healthy in every aspect. Drink plenty of water, exercise every day, and eat foods that agree with your system. Avoid junk food and excess sugar at all costs. That is not what you need right now. Teamwork will feel right for you on this day. Even if this is something that you are not routinely drawn to, the energy of this vibration will encourage it. Go with this, as it can bring you new and different opportunities. In general, you are more likely to stick to yourself and to follow routine. Yet, by breaking free of this from time to time, you invite more choices into your life. Let the energy of this day help you to experience more from others. A week after the Sun's return to your income sector got off to a bumpy start thanks to a clash with Pluto in your financial sector, the conditions couldn't be more different as Venus, the planet of money, moves into her final 7 days here. Thanks to the moon's departure from your career sector yesterday and its friendly aspect to both the Sun and Venus as it moved through, your professional instincts are sharp as you move into some important days on both fronts. This was a window into a growing link between new income potential and the doors opening to the past professionally. 3 days after Mercury, the planet of communication, returned to your communication sector, he is already slowing down ahead of a retrograde turn in 7 days that will make it easier to give the past and unsaid words a voice. With the dwarf planet Ceres in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, 8 days after a full moon there, this is already making it easier to give your relationships the past and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Today's energy encourages you to think long-term and find satisfaction in the small profits you make along the way. Each incremental step forward brings you closer to your dreams. By adopting this mindset, you can soon buy something you've always wanted without feeling the financial pinch. Take a moment to appreciate the importance of modesty in our financial pursuits. In a world that often pressures us to chase big, immediate rewards, there is immense value in appreciating and working towards smaller, consistent gains. These smaller victories not only boost our confidence but also build a strong foundation for future success. Reflect on how adopting a cautious financial approach can positively impact other areas of your life. When you're not stressed about overspending or financial missteps, you can focus more on what truly matters to you. Maybe euro spending quality time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or investing in your personal growth. Financial peace of mind creates space for joy and fulfillment in other aspects of life. For example, imagine the joy of saving for a family vacation. Each time you put aside a little money, you not only be yielding your savings but also the excitement and anticipation for the trip. The sense of accomplishment and the memories created are far more valuable than any short-term spending spree. Or think about the relief and freedom you felt when you paid off a debt, knowing that your financial future was more secure. Euros also think about the broader impact of our financial habits. By being mindful and avoiding wastefulness, we contribute to a more sustainable world. Making thoughtful purchases, reducing waste, and appreciating what we have can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling lifestyle. Euros a win-win situation. We achieve our financial goals and contribute positively to the environment and society. Remember, every small step forward is a step toward your larger goals. By staying committed to modest gains and thoughtful spending, you build a strong financial foundation that supports a richer, more fulfilling life. Embrace the journey, celebrate your progress, and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with financial stability. Taking a cautious approach to financial matters today will serve you well. By remaining mindful of your spending and being modest in your needs, you can avoid wastefulness and pave the way for steady, incremental gains. It's often the small, consistent profits that add up over time and enable you to achieve your larger financial goals. Think about a time when you made a conscious decision to save rather than spend impulsively. Perhaps you decided to brew your own coffee at home instead of stopping by the coffee copyright every morning. Over time, those small savings accumulated and allowed you to purchase something you had been eyeing for a while, like a new gadget, a piece of furniture, or even a special treat for yourself. Reflecting on these moments can remind us of the power of mindful spending. Let's delve deeper into this idea of mindful spending and how it can positively impact our lives. Imagine the satisfaction of watching your savings grow, bit by bit, as you make thoughtful choices each day. Have you ever tracked your progress over a few months or even a year? Seeing the tangible results of your efforts can be incredibly motivating and rewarding. For instance, consider the joy of saving up for a memorable family vacation. Each time you put aside a little money, you not only build your savings but also the excitement and anticipation or the trip. The sense of accomplishment and the cherished memories created during that vacation are far more valuable than any short-term spending spree.